It's unbelievable that we gather here in the SWC Center to memorialize our own marathon man, Marvin Crenshaw. In the Jewish tradition, one of the greatest tributes is the concept of tikkun olam, to repair the world. Put it in context of what that means, tikkun olam. God, according to Jewish tradition, God left the world unfinished in the hope that man could contribute their talents to help finish it. By profession, Marvin was a handyman, or in the biblical sense, a repairman, just as God himself was. In the book of Genesis, we learn that. The Torah says, in Hebrew, "Ruach Elokim v'hachefet al pnei hamoyim," and the divine presence hovered just above the surface of the waters, to which the Medrash comments. God was there, in a sense, on call, to make sure that his creation, the waters, cooled sufficiently to be able to enable life to go forward on our planet. In other words, that there was proper air conditioning. When there was darkness in the book of Genesis, by Hior, he created light and trees and vegetation to enable human beings to inhabit the planet, to enjoy the wonders of that creation. But more than his profession as a handyman, Marvin was first and foremost an extraordinary mensch. He had a wonderful attitude about life. Everyone that came in contact with him liked him and respected him. He was a person always eager to help, and he took great pride in his work. Marvin had a lot to look after. This is not a small institution. And it wasn't every day that he would come over to 1399. It was therefore rather ironic that he couldn't leave us that Thursday without saying goodbye in person. So on his last day on earth, he paid us a final visit, coming into all of our offices that Thursday with his familiar tool belt, checking the air conditioning, making sure the vents are working properly one final time on his watch, and then signaling us all when he left, A-OK. He then spoke to Dana. Dana told me, I had noticed the conversation about the thrills and mishaps of owning a convertible. And then moved on to the next office here in 1399. Marvin died much too young and will be terribly missed by all of us. But he leaves behind such an indelible mark that in the future, every time something needs to be repaired in these buildings, we will be looking at the door, waiting for Marvin with his infectious smile to come in and fix it. Marvin is no longer with us, but in the tradition of the Simon Wiesenthal Center, just like Jack Rufus before him, he will never be forgotten.